Day 3 of quad mobility to open up our hips and our knees. We'll work on some activation. First thing we're going to need is a mini band. When we do mini band work, make sure if we only have one band, we set it up above our knees. Do not set up our ankles. One of the most important things that our glute medius and our hip muscles control is keeping our knees out. So when you have it on your ankles and you're not focusing on your knees cave in, which is completely defeating the purpose of using the band in the first place. When we put the band on around our knees, make sure it's just above our kneecaps and work your thumbs around side to side until that band is flat. The first hip activation exercise we're going to work on is simply a band side step. You want to be athletic position, core braced. Make sure we focus on keeping our knees out as we go through this movement, and we're going to reach as far as we can, keeping our knees powerful, not letting them cave in, keep them out, and then step controlled without waddling or leaning, and controlled steps, reaching each step. We're not squatting down each one like an Instagram model. That doesn't add any benefit. We reach each step, and after we go about 10 steps one direction, we're going to go ahead and bring that back. Controlled steps, we're not leaning, controlled pace, we're not trying to fly through this, and we're not dragging our feet. The next hip activation exercise with the band is 45-degree steps. So we'll start core braced, athletic position, but our feet are together. We're going to reach 45 degrees, step together. We want to make sure our hips stay square, we're not rotating. Keep alternating each direction, 45 degrees together, 45 degrees together. Do not rotate, do not lean, do not drag your feet. And once we go 10 steps, stay locked in. We're going to go backwards now. So 45 degrees, that backwards angle, keep our hips square, and you're going to feel your glute squeeze each one of these. So focus on that glute squeeze, stay braced, keep our knees powerful the whole time, don't let them cave in. 45 degrees, 10 steps each side. The next exercise, we can be seated. We're going to keep the band up above our knees. We're going to work on a glute bridge. So you're going to lay back, knees bent. You're going to keep your feet about hip to shoulder width, and keep your knees even with your feet. Keep your head down, and what we're going to do is we're going to drive our hips up, squeeze our glutes, pause, and come back down controlled. Drive, pause, come back down. Make sure we keep our knees out, keep the band stretched the entire time. So we're going to go 10 reps of the glute bridge. And then the last exercise we're going to do on the ground with the band is going to be clamshells. So the clamshells, you're going to stay in that with your knees bent position under your hips, and you're going to rotate to the side so your feet are just below your butt, your upper body's in a straight line. Bring your top arm out. Make sure you keep your shoulders slightly to the ground so we're not cheating. And we're going to open up our knees like a clamshell and come back down controlled. We're going to have 10 reps on each side. Keep the insides of your feet together, and you're going to feel your hip doing all the work.